Hello. Today I'm going to be telling you about a website called Shodor Interactivate, which can be found at shodor.org/interactivate. This website features many tools for both students and teachers. First, I want to tell you about a couple of the tools that teachers can use to help run their classrooms. First off is the lessons. Teachers can choose from different class subjects and look at actual lessons that they could teach in their class. For example, in geography, a lesson on angles, it gives you a little abstract, the objectives, the prerequisites that the student needs, what the teacher is going to have to do to prepare for this lesson. This one has some key terms, and then at the end there's an outline of the lesson. There are many of these types of lessons for a number of different classes: algebra, probability, stats, trigonometry, even up to calculus. Another feature that this website has is called discussions. In these discussions, you can again choose the subject, and if you click on, say, polar coordinates, it'll give this made-up conversation between a teacher and a student about polar coordinates that can sometimes help to tie the idea together a little bit better. There's also some diagrams to help you along on this conversation. The final tool is the standards. So this isn't anything new besides that you can actually go to the Common Core state standards and choose a standard that you want to do a lesson on. It'll actually give you the lessons related to that standard, which I think is a pretty neat feature. As for the students, there are a few tools as well. They have a dictionary, which students could use to find pretty much any math term that they can think of. It'll have the term on the left and then the definition on the right. So A through Z across the top, and then you've got tons of definitions of different mathematical terms. There's also the activities that the students can do. And these activities, this is probably the best feature on the site. You have all these activities that students can do, and it engages them in the learning, and it can help them to get a better idea. Probably my favorite tool is the adjustable spinner. So if we go to that, you can change the number of sectors in there. Let's make it 3. And then at the bottom, you can also change the probability. You can just slide that up so that you can make the blue one even bigger. Change the number of spins. We'll say 100. Spin that. And on the right here, it gives you what happened in this experiment when it was run 100 spins. So it gives you your experimental probability of 53%, the 13% for pink, and 34% for gray. And then next to that, it gives you what it theoretically should have been. And on this one, it actually came very, very close to the theoretical. So these student activities, I would say, are definitely my favorite part of this site. One thing I would change about this site is the user interface. It has a very old-looking user interface. It looks like something that was made a while ago and has never been really fully updated. It seems like all of the content has been updated, but no one's ever bothered to make it look nicer. And I think that that's something that students, especially in the upcoming generations, are going to notice and probably feel like they won't like it as much just because it doesn't look like something that's new or interesting. It looks, frankly, a little bit boring. That being said, I would actually recommend this website. I think it's helpful for teachers and students. There's topics from every level of math. I mean, it went all the way up to calculus. all the way down to standards from like 3rd grade. So I think that's really nice. And the activities and the lessons that it has outlined are things that I think could be useful in any classroom. Thank you.